to 4 movies, where we will be discussing 4 movies. I'm your host, Wade. Hello. And welcome. You wait. This energy drink starts kicking in. I'll just blah, blah, blah. Last video was pretty short, but I'm trying to keep them all short, so shorter, maybe. I don't know what y'all like. I'm trying to do, like I said, if I start ranting about movies, it's probably because I really like it. And just but anyways, I'll try and keep it streamlined and focused and stuff like that. But I have ADHD. No, sorry, I have ADD before it was categorized into one gigantic group. I just love ranting on about movies, so that's just me. So anyways, there's people that pay for therapy. I'm talking to y'all. We talking. So that's therapeutic for me, because I love talking about movies, get it all out of my system here, and there's people that like to listen to me, so I'm so glad. Anyways, bam, Outlander. This has got Jim Cassavetes, or the guy that was on Persons of Interest, and he's in a lot of movies. He was the villain in Deja Vu and stuff like that. It plays out like a well-made, straight-to-video movie. Like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, this would be a gem of a straight-to-video movie, where it's one of those things like you'd go to like back in the day, you would go to Blockbuster and you'd be like, oh man, maybe it has like a cool poster or whatever, and you're like, okay man, I'll check it out later. And then like you watch it and you're like, wow, that movie impressed me. And that's a good movie. Like the movies that you're not expecting that much of, and then it gives you a little more than you were expecting. You're like, yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. This is one of those movies for me. Of course, there's a time traveler, he's an alien from outer space, a humanoid alien that crash lands, and then it's in Viking times, and he has to there's a creature that gets loose, and he has to try and track that creature while integrating with the local folk, something like that. A classic film by the legendary comedic director who made spoof movies back when spoof movies were great, probably because of him. And spoof movies have just not ever been as good, and we got to have that, and I'm so glad. Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks. Young Frankenstein, and like such a fun film, and like the comedy is got this dryness to it, and it's so good though, man. It's so good. It's one of those things that it's played straight. It's not a thing of like it's not comedic because they're making jokes. It's comedic because it plays funny. It's one of those things where it's like, sometimes like that's one of the defining factors of like Naked Gun and stuff like that. Why did it work? Because it was played straight. You're sitting there laughing because you know it's goofy. And there's a lot of people nowadays that would watch something like this, or maybe Junior or something like that, and not get the comedy of it. There's people, but anyways, I get the comedy of it. I think this is hysterical. This is a super fun movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Check out all the other Mel Brooks movies too. Supposedly they're making a Spaceballs 2, I hear. That's the talk around the water cooler, is that there is a Spaceballs 2 coming. Ooh. Another classic. Boom. The Wizard of Oz. There's, of course, the production story on The Wizard of Oz that the director, this was before, I guess, actors had unions, but Judy Garland, who plays Dorothy, and the Scarecrow were filming, and they got a case of the giggles, and they wouldn't stop laughing and stuff like that. And so the director took her to the side, smacked her in the face, told her to get her stuff together, and then they went back to filming. And that was a different time. Stuff got done. The director ended up directing. I don't know what the order was that it happened, but he directed Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind in the same year. I think he came on, and I think maybe Gone with the Wind was having production problems, and he came on and fixed that, and then so he went on this one. It's one of those things where, like, he was one of those ones that was brought in to get things done because he got things done. Like I said, he didn't. In my personal opinion, I would have to say that he probably didn't smack her to hurt her. He smacked her to get the point across. You know, it was a simpler time, I guess. But the director's name is Victor Fleming. He directed that. He directed Gone with the Wind. He directed Captain Courageous. If you haven't seen Captain Courageous, check it out. It's the first time I ever saw or knew of a hurdy-gurdy, and they're amazing. I would love to have a hurdy-gurdy. That'd be crazy. It's a crazy instrument because it's like rotate. It's like one of those things where you like pat your head and rub it, because it's like it's got a hand crank and then it's got buttons. So you're like. So, anyways, that's a wild instrument. I'll definitely get that. I have been transcribing my rhymes onto paper and stuff like that, and I think I have maybe probably like 35 more to do off of my phone because I haven't been writing as much, but haven't been writing as much rhymes and stuff like that. But yeah, if this YouTube thing takes off, then I should write a book. I have a book ready to write like a novel. I think it would work out pretty well. And like I said, I've been writing the rhymes, and like I said, after I'm done with all this physical media stuff, then I want to end it on doing an album. Like I do a video about each album in my album collection, and then after that, do basically a video a day for a whole year of me doing live sessions of rhymes. That's the plan. So yeah, I have about that much written. I've been writing since I was 17. But anyways, bam! Splinter. See, that's the ADD demon. But Splinter is another movie that seems like it could have been a direct-to-video movie that would impress. And one of the things that I think the way that this movie does impress is at the beginning, it looks horrible. Somebody gets attacked and it looks like a hand puppet, and you're like, this is going to be a piece of junk. But then it just like ramps up so much, and you're like, oh no, I was totally wrong. This was really good. And it's one of those things where I think it's a thing of like that there's sometimes when there's movies that come out and you hear all these negative reviews like, it's so bad, oh man, what a flop, it's so bad, stuff like that, and then people go see the movie and then it ends up being better than they thought it was because they had low expectations for it. You know, and then there's other people that go see a movie and they have high expectations for it and they can't perform over your high expectations for it. And I think that's what this movie does at the beginning. There is it lowers your expectations because you think it's the first kill in there is just crappy, and then it's like it's one of those things where it's like okay, but it follows, like I said, that monster movie. Like, okay, there are certain rules for a creature feature if you want to survive and make a good creature feature, okay? There's certain rules. Okay, I feel as if I could be the Randy for the Randy character for creature features, because there's certain rules. Tusk does not subscribe to these rules. That's why it was problematic. I can tell you the rules later. Wait, want me to tell you the rules now? Because I just went through the 4 movies. Here are the creature feature rules. 1, it's a 3-act structure for the most part. If you want to do a 2-act structure, that's fine. But like I said, for Tusk and stuff like that, I believe that they did do a 2-act structure, and the reveal was too early. Okay, because in my personal opinion, it should be 3 acts. So you have the setup and the introductions. So you meet the characters and you set up a story. Then you have the conflict that basically they have to resolve. You've set up the characters, and then there's something that comes in their way that they have to resolve. Then the creature reveal and the conclusion end the 3rd act. That's how you make a good creature. You don't show it and stuff like that. Like Sandlot follows that rule, and like it's a dog, but they follow the rules of it. Like you see, oh, what is this dog? And then you see it at the end, and like it follows the rules of it. Even though it's not a creature feature, because like I said, it's a dog. You know what it's gonna look like. They follow the rules. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you watched this far, you're awesome. Stay awesome. I'm an artist and a physical media collector, and I'm going to be doing a video a day until I have a silver play button or a gold play button, or if I just run out of physical media to show you. But I do have a lot of physical media. And like I said, after that, then I'm going to be doing original rhymes, and then I have a whole bunch of other videos like planned away. So start making movies and stuff like that. Because I'm currently, like I said, I'm currently making a movie, a stop starting animation movie right now, and I'm hurting myself doing it, but I'm still going to get it done. Then I'll complete the project. So